Charlie Chaplin remains one of the most influential figures in cinematic history. As a pioneer of silent film and comedy, his works, including The Kid, City Lights, and Modern Times, have entertained and inspired generations. However, behind the mustache, bowler hat, and cane, Chaplin's life was filled with fascinating untold stories and behind-the-scenes secrets. From his perfectionist tendencies on set to controversial moments in his personal life, Chaplin's journey was anything but ordinary. This video explores the lesser-known aspects of Chaplin's filmmaking process, personal struggles, and lasting impact on the world of cinema. Charlie Chaplin was known for his obsessive perfectionism. Unlike many directors of his time, he would spend weeks or even months perfecting a single scene. His meticulous approach often frustrated his co-stars, who would be asked to repeat scenes dozens of times. One of the most extreme examples of Chaplin's perfectionism was during the filming of City Lights, 1931. The scene in which the blind flower girl mistakes the tramp for a wealthy man reportedly took 342 takes before Chaplin was satisfied. The actress, Virginia Cherrill, was nearly fired due to Chaplin's frustration, but she ultimately remained in the film. Another example is from The Gold Rush, 1925, where Chaplin filmed the famous Dance of the Rolls multiple times to perfect the comedic timing. His dedication ensured that every frame of his films felt intentional, making his movies timeless masterpieces. Despite his perfectionism, Chaplin was also a master improviser. He often developed scenes spontaneously on set, drawing inspiration from real-life situations and accidents. One famous improvisation occurred during the circus, 1928. Chaplin was filming a scene when a trained monkey unexpectedly climbed onto his shoulder and started pulling at his hair. Rather than stopping the take, Chaplin incorporated the moment into the film, enhancing its comedic value. Similarly, during the filming of Modern Times, 1936, Chaplin conceived the now famous scene where his tramp character is pulled through giant machine gears while on set. The entire gag was developed on the spot, showcasing his ability to turn even technical elements of a film into comedic gold. Chaplin's career was not without controversy. His political and social commentaries in films often drew criticism, particularly in the United States. The Great Dictator, 1940, was his boldest statement, a satirical takedown of Adolf Hitler and fascism. While the film is now considered a masterpiece, it was incredibly risky at the time, as the US had not yet entered World War II. Later, Chaplin's alleged communist sympathies made him a target of the FBI and Senator Joseph McCarthy's anti-communist investigations. His film Monsieur Verdoux, 1947, a dark comedy about a man who marries and murders wealthy widows, was seen as an attack on capitalism and received backlash in America. Chaplin's struggles with the US government eventually led to his exile in 1952, forcing him to live in Switzerland for the rest of his life. One of the most intriguing mysteries in film history is the lost Chaplin film, A Woman of the Sea, 1926. This was a rare dramatic project produced by Chaplin, but directed by Joseph von Sternberg. The film starred Edna Purviance, Chaplin's longtime leading lady, in a serious role that was meant to launch her dramatic acting career. However, for reasons still debated, Chaplin decided never to release the film. Some speculate he was unhappy with the final product, while others believe financial and personal disputes played a role. What's most shocking is that Chaplin later burned the only known prints of the film, making it one of the great lost treasures of silent cinema. Chaplin's dominance in silent film inevitably led to rivalries. His most famous feud was with fellow silent film comedian Buster Keaton. While the two respected each other's talents, they had different comedic styles. Chaplin favored emotion and pathos, while Keaton relied on physical stunts and deadpan humor. Despite their rivalry, they collaborated on Limelight, 1952, where Keaton played a small but memorable role. Another tense relationship was with Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy fame. Before they became famous, Chaplin and Laurel worked together in a British comedy troupe. While Chaplin rose to stardom, Laurel took longer to find success, which led to some bitterness. However, in later years, they reconciled, with Laurel often praising Chaplin's genius.